Hi everyone, this is Veronica. Today we are going to talk about very important topic, that is used cooking oil can be used as aviation fuel to fly our planes and jets. So we'll discuss in detail what is all this. For my video updates, you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook. This is our channel StudyIQ. If you're preparing for any government exam, our pen drive and tablet courses are also available. For additional information, you can call on these numbers or you can visit our website too. The PDF is available on our website also. The lecture is available. The explanation of lecture is available in both the Hindi and English languages, and even the PDF will be available on the site in both the languages. Now as such that StudyIQ is running live classes also. You can take a screenshot of the slide, and the timings, the timetable for the live classes are given in this slide. Now, what is the relevance of this topic in your examination from the examination point of view? If I talk from UPSC perspective, then this topic will be covered in your mains paper 2 governance under these topics. And at objective level for various other government exams, Ruko initiative, you should know about it. At subjective level, harnessing edible oils for biofuel production. This is very important as we are trying to depend more on renewable sources of energy. Now, why it is in news? Because just see that our household used cooking oil could help fly a jet in near future. So scientists have successfully tested the conversion of used edible oil into bio-ATF, that is aviation turbine fuel. The CSIR, Indian Institute of Petroleum, they are looking for partners to commercialize this technology, which they have already tested at pilot level. So this ATF is aviation turbine fuel. Now, cooking oil can be used as bio-aviation turbine fuel. Let's see what's it. The Dehradun-based Indian Institute of Petroleum, they have successfully finished their pilot test to convert used cooking oil into bio-aviation turbine fuel. Now, what they did, the used cooking oil, which can be blended with conventional ATF and used as aircraft fuel. The institute, this very institute which we are talking about, they collected used cooking oil from caterers and hotels in Dehradun for the pilot project, which has now set the platform for commercial use of the technology. Now, the chemical composition of the used cooking oil is very much identical to other plant-based oils that have been converted earlier into bio-ATF. So, again I remind you, I will use this term ATF. The full form is aviation turbine fuel. Now, about flight test. See, the bio-ATF derived from used cooking oil, it is yet to be tested on a foolproof flight, because the pilot test has obviously proven that it is very similar to the other bio-ATF derived from jatropha oil. It is another inedible oil seeds where we take the production of, we take the oil from this seed and use it in production for biofuel. But a large quantity of bio-ATF is still needed to be testing on an actual flight. Now let's move forward. Now see on the lines of Ruko. Here we'll take, so here you can see that how the flight tests they take place, but on the lines of Ruko we'll discuss further. See, what is Ruko? Ruko is basically Repurpose Cooking Oil Initiative, which was taken up by FSSAI. FSSAI is Food Safety and Standards Authority of India. So the test assumes importance as the FSSAI, they have launched the Ruko initiative to collect and convert cooking oil into biofuel. Right, so as many as they have identified 64 companies in around 101 locations across the country. The food safety body says that by 2020 it should be possible to recover about 220 crore liters of used cooking oil for conversion into biofuel. So let's see more about this Ruko initiative now. See, the Food Safety Standards Authority of India, they have launched it, as I told you, and FSSAI, they may look at introducing regulations to ensure that companies that use large quantities of cooking oil and hand it over to registered collecting agencies. So in implementing process, we have to take care that if we need to collect the used cooking oil, so these companies which used oil at large amount, they should hand over this used cooking oil to only to the registered collecting agencies so that it can be converted into biofuel. So this initiative has been launched nearly after a month when the food safety regulator notified standards for used cooking oil, and in many reports even we have seen that using the reused cooking oil is not good for health, right? For instance, let me give you an example. You all go to McDonald's, right? So McDonald's has already started converting used cooking oil to biodiesel from 100 outlets in Mumbai and Pune. Now, cooking oil can be harnessed as biofuel. Let's explore this. So, the regulator, they believe that India has great potential to recover around 220 crore liters of used cooking oil by 2022 through a coordinated action. So, coordination between different stakeholders here is very important. So, while biodiesel, which is produced from used cooking oil, is currently very small in our country, but a robust ecosystem for conversion and collection is rapidly growing in India, and it could soon reach a sizable scale. Now, FSSAI, they want a business using more than 100 liters of oil for frying to maintain a stock register and ensure that used cooking oil is handed over only to the registered collecting agencies. And according to FSSAI regulation, the maximum permissible limits for total polar compounds here that have been set as 25%, beyond which the cooking oil is very unsafe for consumption. Now they even want to collaborate with the private players also, because FSSAI, they are working on partnership, because once they have built up the technology to market it, to commercialize it, they need private partnerships. So it is also going to publish guidance documents also and tips for consumers and posters in this regard. And they even here mean FSSAI, they are conducting several awareness programs and campaigns through e-channels also. And FSSAI, they have additionally launched a microsite. Okay, they have additionally launched a microsite to monitor the progress of collection and conversion of used cooking oil into biodiesel. So now here I would like to talk about biojet fuel for military aircrafts. Now see the center. So here there is a term, a center, which is known as CMILAC. So what is the full form here? Center for Military Airworthiness and Certification. They have conducted various checks and tests on Biojet, right? So it has formally granted its approval for the use of fuel which is being produced from non-conventional source, that is non-edible vegetable tree-borne oil, to be used on military aircraft. So this biojet fuel has been produced from seeds of Jatropha plant. So this Jatropha seeds, they are using them, they are sourced from Chhattisgarh and processed at CSIR IIPS lab at Dehradun. So this approval enables the Indian Air Force to fulfill its commitment to fly the maiden Indian Air Force and 832 aircraft with a blend of biojet fuel. So now here what is important, the role of CMILAC, I have told you the full form already, the Center for Military Airworthiness and Certification. So what is their role here? See, any hardware or software which is to be used in Indian military aircraft, including those operated by Indian Navy or Indian Army, this has to be cleared for use by this particular center before being inducted for regular use. So this clearance is a major step for continued testing and eventual full certification of the biojet fuel for use on a commercial scale by civil aircraft as well. Now why it is important? Because it has increased the demand of biojet fuel, would give impetus to increase in collection of tree-borne oils and non-edible oil seeds, and ultimately it will help to generate ancillary income, increase remuneration for tribal and marginal farmers, and enthuse cultivation and collection of oil seeds. So ultimately it's going to help our farmers only. Okay, so this is important. Yeah, here's one more thing which I would like to tell you is about this biofuel technology. Now see, Biojet Fuel technology, it was developed by Indian Institute of Petroleum only, and in Biojet Fuel we can produce it from animal fat can be used. We can use used cooking oil. This topic is all about this used cooking oil. We can even use waste dairy fat. We can use sewage sludge also. So this oil which we want to use as biofuel, it should have a freezing point below -47 degrees, so it does not freeze at altitudes at which planes fly, and it should not catch fire on ground when being transferred into a plane. Must have the same density as aviation turbine fuel. It should have same density as ATF, which have a certain calorific value and should not choke the filters. Okay, so even the usage of biofuel is that it has lower sulfur content, which causes less wear and tear. But there are certain challenges in the front of this biofuel also. One is the availability of supply chain. Next is there is lack of policy also, because policy intervention to incentivize the entire supply chain from production of the crops to the distribution is totally absent, or we can say it's not properly regulated. And next thing, if we talk about is jatropha production also, right? Because inedible oilseeds like jatropha, they have low per acre productivity, and this is a need to use biotechnology to enhance the yields. And now we are talking about used cooking oil, so a proper coordinated action is needed, like who will collect the oil from the places, and the big companies which are using the oil at large quantities, they should hand over it to the licensed authorities only. So all these challenges are still there. So this is all about today's lecture. If you have any query, you can contact me anywhere on the social media. Thank you.